we are, 2015, August 14th, coming into Kaycee, Wyoming to start our hunting adventure out here with Chuck Cureton and Ridgemaster Outfitting, Casper, Wyoming. Here we are, 2015, out here at Kaycee, getting ready to hunt with Chuck. Got nice campgrounds here and ready to rock and roll.
Been a while, been about 4 years.
Yeah.
We'll go get her done though.
Yeah. It's pretty warm today.
Very warm.
Real dry. I didn't see much water anymore. Of course, that black cloud, it got here at the same time we did.
You know, I thought even if it rained, it's so dry out here.
Yeah.
It's gonna last about 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, the water will be gone.
It'll be a heavy dew. There's a fellow IBA Iowa in here, Ed from Oskaloosa.
Oskaloosa, that's right.
Him and his son,
Trevor.
Trevor, all the way from Oskaloosa, ready to get a Wyoming adventure going. It looks like it's going to be dry, and that's the way you want it. But,
and hot.
Dry and hot. Well,
dry and hot.
I wish it would be dry. Screw the hot.
Well, this first antelope with a bow.
Yeah.
First antelope with a bow. So.
Oh,
See how we do it?
that's cool.
It's going to be cool.
Yeah. But, just aim for that bald spot right behind her shoulder. It's got a natural aiming spot. It's like the hairs wore off right there. Focus on that. Bam. You got it. Stay concealed, because what those antelope will do, they'll stay up high. They ain't got nothing to do but sit there and look at 8-power vision down there, and they know every weed. And if you flip one upside down, they'll stare at it, because that wasn't that way yesterday.
Sure.
And so they'll stare and they'll stare, and eventually, if you're behind that weed, you'll move. Then I say, there's not only an upside down weed down there, there's something behind it, and I ain't going there. You know, so it's a mind game.
Sure.
You know, but like I say, I can show you what trophy antelope look like, but you got to decide that
Sure.
on your own merit, because you know, Jesus Christ, you put a tape measure on, and show the numbers, but that don't show the heat and the endurance. And,
Right.
you know, and if you miss, don't worry about it. Don't get all excited and down on yourself.
Right.
They'll be back. You know, they don't even know what the hell happened. You know. So just keep your spirits up, and you got a good chance of missing your first one, you know. But that don't mean nothing. There's going to be another one. If you got a water hole and it's just dry, they got to drink.
Sure.
You know. And so just don't get frustrated and take yourself out of the game, and you have a good time. But just keep in mind, don't worry about the record book, because if this is your first one, this won't be your last one. You'll
You want to come back?
yeah. And you'll it's so hard to get all what you think, like your butt wipe and your little shovel. I remember one time a guy asked me, he said, "Where do you poop at?" I said, "Well, you dig a hole and you poop in it." So I go and sit in his blind. He dug a hole in the blind and shit in the blind, and I'm sitting in the blind in his shit.
Smelling all that.
It's like, I didn't tell you to shit in the blind. We got oh boy, okay. But, and you might have a rattlesnake come around, you know. And if they do, that's part of the adventure. Yeah, you know. Well,
Good luck to you, sir.
but just keep your head in, aim for that bald spot. Yeah, here's the first morning out.
It was dawn out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, really. It's got water source here, and blind set up here. Got good cover, good backdrop, and they're coming in from that side over there. Yeah. And, okay. Well, we're good to go. We're finally hunting on Don Mealey's hunting channel for some of you guys. You know, it's August 15th, 2015. We're out here, and we're attempting to take an antelope. We're not necessarily trophy hunting. We'd like to just take a buck antelope. If a nice trophy type animal comes in, fine, but if just a nice clean buck comes in, I'm really not. I have several bucks already on the wall, so it's not not that important to me. It's more important just to get out here and cleanse the soul and smell the sagebrush and get away from the rat race back in the Midwest and hunt a different terrain. We're set up basically in a pond, right in the pond, and that's good because I didn't bring any face paint. Well, I got plenty of mud, and this is the way the Indians did. They just used what clays or whatever they had, and so I don't know if this is television approved or not, but you know how I feel about the TV shows. So we'll just, I seen a t-shirt at a 3D shoot the other day. It said back to basics, and it was sort of funny. They all had high-tech equipment, and it's sort of hard to figure out which way to paint yourself looking at this viewfinder. But anyhow, I got myself painted up, blacked up with what Mother Earth gave me. Good old clay, probably got some bentonite in it, I don't know. And we'll blacken up. And that's getting back to basics. And that's, you know, I'm an advocate of using what nature gives you, not what the big box stores sell. Yeah. So, like me, hate me, delete me, befriend me, whatever. I'm going to say what I say, and that's what I'm going to say on this channel. So sit back and go along with the non-typical Norwalkian and his non-typical ways, and maybe we can make a video of harvesting a tremendous animal, you know, one of the fastest on the face of this earth, most keen eye-sighted animal in North America, right along with the turkey. And so if we can get the job done with a bow and an arrow, that's trophy enough. So let's get on with the hunt. Well, I think we got it set up where we want it, and should work out all right. It's noon. We're halfway through August 15th, and I've been educating myself here all morning long, sitting in my underwear. You know, it's pretty simple. They got water, smart water. Pick you up a few bottles of smart water, go sit in the blind. And if you were half-baked when you got out here to sit in the blind, when you leave after drinking smart water all day and being thoroughly cooked, you will no longer be half-baked. You will be an intelligent individual, which I was not when I decided to come out here to sit in 100-degree temperatures in a cattail pond. But I'm having fun. But like I say, clothes out here basically are a hindrance. And you're hunting one of the most unique animals in the world. It's only found in North America, the pronghorn antelope. Don't degrade them by calling them goats or speed goats or any other derogatory name that you come up with them. You'll cuss them, I'll guarantee you that. But there you are, the pronghorn antelope. And when you look in the record book, they're not under a goat. They're only found, like I said, in North America. And they live in the most, what do you call it, extreme habitat. So feel proud if you go out and challenge yourself, because they live here every day in this temperature. And they got to drink water too, but they don't drink smart water like me. So when they come down to get a drink of water, they're going to meet Mr. Smart Water. Got to do something when you're doing this. I'll tell you what, it makes a long day. Well, it's 2 o'clock, and I'll tell you what, it's miserably hot. I hunted when it was 20 below zero, and it never seemed this bad. You know, it's just hot. for all you people, like I can't emphasize this. If you can't stand the kitchen, can't take the heat, don't come to Antelope hunting. Because it could kill you, for no better word. And you're out here by yourself. They'd never get you out of here. And you ain't no driving, because I can be honest with you. If I had a vehicle right now, I'd get up and drive out of here. This is the real deal. And like I say, you put yourself here, and this can physically kill you. Yeah, I just crawled out there and took a swim in that swamp. You can see it's hot, hot, hot. Both legs I roll in there rolling around in my underwear. Got some mud pack on me. Yeah, it's hot. Like I say, I got that mud. That swamp's green and blue. But you know what? So am I. But I'm alive. And I'll tell you one thing. One of the hotter days, it's definitely warm. And when you crawl, I'll show you that water when I get out and ask how many of you people would crawl out in that. But like I said, I'm from head to toe in that. I don't care. Cows wallowed in it. I guess I can wallow in it. You'll do what you gotta do when you get discomfortable. Still got my face paint on. So, but we ain't seen no antelopes. It's coming up. It's 15 to 3. And I don't know how hot hell is. But we're in for a hell of a test when we get there. One thing about that, now I'm back in the blind. That wind blows, I got wet underwear. I feel like I can make it now. But you gotta, I tell you what, you know it's hot when you crawl into what that water looks like over there. It looks like toilet water. But it's the only comfort a man can find, so just lucky it's over there. Okay, it's 6:30. I'm gonna take this buck if it gives me a shot. gave me a shot. He didn't come in. He watered south of where I'm at. Nice buck though. He just didn't come down. He came off that cliff over there where I had this shot set up, but that didn't happen. Yeah, that was a nice buck. He didn't have a whole lot of curl on top, but like I say, I'm not here trophy hunting, and after today, as hot as today was, I would have considered him a trophy. And it's right at 6:30, so we've been in here through the hottest part of the day, and it was well over 100. At least the sun clouded up here, and he's out there. Blind, he didn't even give second looks at the blind. But that's what you got to be mature enough. You sat in a blind all day long, so your muscles are pretty tightened up. And sitting on this little bucket is a testimonial to your rear end strength. But you can't just fling an arrow out there. That would have been a 50-yard shot, thereabouts, and that's just not an ethical thing to do, especially if you've been sitting this long. You only got one shot, and if you missed, that'd be the best thing. But if you got a marginable shot, then you're going to really be down on yourself. And I got this set up. If he would have came in where I got it set up, we would have flung an arrow at him and hopefully would have killed him. But I'm not comfortable sitting all day in a blind, crawling to a swamp to cool off, and then shooting one arrow at the end of the day. It's got to be at my yardage. Remember that. Even though it's awful tempting and you think you worked awful hard, be mature enough to pass shots like that up. A nice buck coming in. A nice buck coming in. He's down there drinking right now. I'm taking him. 7:30. Alright. It ain't the bow in your hand, it's the hand that the bow is in. That's what gets the job done. It's the man behind the bow, not the name on the bow. Sitting here, wallowed over there in that swamp to cool off, and I got the job done. And my head's as big as my fist. Alright, I got it done. This was the setup. Right here. He was standing here drinking, and actually he was down there a little bit, and when he came back up in here, I shot him right in here. I hit him hard. I'll give him some time. We still got a little time before we pick up the trail. Complete pass-through. Muddy 100 grain. Yep, blood all over that. Okay, we know he was there. That's right at 100 yards. Spewing it out both sides. Bleeding right up this hill. Oh boy. Well, here we are the next morning with Chuck Cureton, Ridgemaster Outfitters. And we got up here high this morning with the sun just coming up. And let the nature make that glow out there. And there ain't nothing white out there but that belly of that antelope. So let's go get him. Here comes Chuck. We elected to leave the Polaris here. It's awful deep down in here. And we're pretty sure that the antelope we spotted about a mile away is laying up here on this hillside. There's our antelope, Chuck. He went a long ways. But he's laying right out there, right there. And we've seen, how far do you think we were away this morning? Just about a mile?
The top of that hill over there. A mile and a half maybe.
And we spotted him a mile and a half, just like Chuck Cureton said we would do. Wait until the sun comes up, it'd glow him up. And it did. And there he is. Let's go get him. Well, we're getting up there. That's amazing.
He's a nice buck, too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, well, Trevor, aim for that spot that I told you about. Well, here we are with Chuck Cureton, Ridgemaster Outfitters. I've been with Chuck now for 23 years. And we went through one hell of a record-setting heat day yesterday. And we were rewarded with this guy coming in at 7:30. You seen the shot, but I'll tell you what, he went a long ways. And we walked right to him this morning. But we glassed him from a mile and a half away. So what do you think, Chuck?
I think you earned this antelope. Everything was right. The shot was right here, perfect. Sometimes you just run into these antelope that got the will to live so much that they'll go a mile when the shot is perfect. I mean, it's beyond me how they do it. Just sometimes they do it. You know, that's all I got to say really about it. It's a hell of a nice buck. It was over 100 degrees, probably 135 in the blind. Don decided to be the swamp monster, but it worked. There it is, you know?
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, you risked your health when you was out here yesterday. I mean, a lesser person, and I'm not touting myself as any supernatural, but it took all the stamina I had to endure that heat. And like I say, when you're out here, you're not walking out of here, folks. So
No.
if you get overheated, you can die in that blind. And so keep that in mind. You might want to book your hunt in September and lay off to August.
Yeah, definitely. If you work in an office, got any health problems, you don't work out in the sun, you want to wait for that later date. This August, I work out in the sun every day, and I had to lay in the South Fork yesterday in the water. It was just almost unbearable. I mean, it was amazingly hot. And we had a wind, about a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and there was not one cool breeze in that wind. It was like being in a blow dryer. So hold your wife's blow dryer to your face, and it'll turn it on heat, and you're going to see what he went through yesterday. If you think you can endure that, these are here. They're good trophies. I ain't going to say you're going to kill the biggest one in the valley, but this here is a damn nice antelope.
Yeah, I'm happy with it. And like I said, the good man up above is one that, you know, has the final say in a guy's luck. And to put that shot on it, yeah, he's just a beautiful antelope. Okay, as you all seen, thought it was a perfect hit, and so did I. But I want to show you something about these lungs. Nope. Right there.
It got one right
Got
on
one
in.
lung. I got one lung on the right side going in. That was it. There's the three-blade muzzy right there. So other than that, that's what helped. And then it exited out through the gut area. But it did get one lung. And he still had one good lung to go. And his heart was intact. Now, I don't know how many wily, blonde-haired, bleached teeth, goatee-wearing guys are going to do that for you. But my channel is real, and that don't get no realer than that to show you what can happen out here in the field. Well, once again, me and Chuck got it done out here, Kaycee, Wyoming. And Been hunting with this man, been friends with him since 1992. And he puts you in a blind. He don't put you in there just to jack you around, but you better have patience. And we got her done again, Chuck.
So we did.
All right. Well, I hope all you YouTube people enjoy this and learn something from it, because it's an exciting hunt, but it's an enduring hunt. And anybody tells you sitting in a blind's a piece of cake, apparently they haven't sat in a blind. I want to remember Irv Wagner at this moment. I told you at his funeral that there's going to be days that things are going to happen that were unexplainable. And here's one of them days. Record heat, strip down to your underwear at 65 years old, and I was having a tough time with it. He sent this critter in at 7:30. I put an excellent shot on it. We're out here on Sunday morning at Cowboy Church with me and Chuck Cureton from Ridgemaster Outfitters and Irv Wagner in spirit. Because I know he's the one that put it here, and he was the one that guided us a mile and a half away. We stopped the ranger, put the glasses out, and automatically they went to this guy. Now if that ain't divine intervention, folks, I don't know what it is. So thanks, Irv. Thanks, Chuck. Thank the good man up above. So let's get him on down the hill. And if you're at 65 years old and you can pack your game out like this old man, you're ready to go antelope hunting.
Right there walks one of the best hunters and the toughest son of a bitch I know. The non-typical Norwalkian.